I'm glad my sister got intimate with my boyfriend. You ever sit at a table and suddenly realize the people around you aren't just wrong, they're about to ruin their own lives? Yeah, that was the night everything broke. I was halfway through dinner, pushing mashed potatoes around my plate, when my sister Lila decided to make the moment about herself again. She always did that. Didn't matter if it was a birthday, a family dinner, or someone else's big day. Lila had this talent of turning every conversation into her personal spotlight. She lifted her hand slightly, staring at her glossy nails like they were more interesting than the rest of us. My life just feels predictable lately, she sighed dramatically. Across from her, her boyfriend Ryan didn't even react. Just leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, like he'd already heard this speech 100 times. Next to me, my boyfriend Ethan was barely present, scrolling, tapping, existing, somewhere else. That hurt more than I wanted to admit. We'd been together for 2 years, and somehow, I felt more alone sitting beside him than I ever did by myself. Lila suddenly leaned forward, eyes lighting up like she just invented something genius. Okay, I have an idea. Ryan muttered, "This should be good," under his breath. She ignored him. I think. She paused for effect, smiling sweetly, the kind of sweet that never felt safe. "We should switch boyfriends." Silence. I blinked. Then I laughed. Because obviously that was a joke. Right. I turned to Ethan, waiting for him to laugh with me. He didn't. He was looking at her. Interested. That's when the room shifted. "I'm serious," Lila continued, resting her chin in her hand. "Think about it. Ryan is," she waved vaguely in his direction, "comfortable. Predictable. No offense." Ryan snorted. "None taken. I like being stable." "Exactly," she said, like that proved her point. "Ethan is fun. He's spontaneous. He actually does things." Then she looked straight at me. "And you deserve something different too." Something about the way she said it felt less like a suggestion, and more like a setup. "That's insane," I said flatly. "No, it's logical," she replied instantly. "Why stay in relationships that clearly aren't working when we could just rearrange things? Because we're not characters in a reality show," I snapped. She rolled her eyes. "You're so dramatic." Ryan leaned forward slightly, finally speaking. "You don't fix problems by swapping people like furniture." Lila ignored him completely. Then Ethan spoke, and everything inside me went cold. "I mean," he said slowly, shrugging, "it's not the worst idea." I turned to him so fast my neck hurt. "What?" He didn't even look guilty. "Come on. We've been together a while. Things get repetitive. Repetitive. 2 years. Reduced to that." Lila clapped her hands like a child who just got what she wanted. "See? He gets it." Then, she pulled something out of her purse. A folded paper. And a pen. She placed it on the table like she'd been waiting for this moment. "I made it official," she said proudly. 1 month. No quitting early. No drama. We all commit. Ryan actually laughed. "You wrote a contract?" "Yes," she said. "Because I knew someone here would try to back out." Her eyes locked on me. There it was. The trap. Not the idea. Not the swap. The pressure. The way she turned it into a challenge. Like if I refused, I'd look weak. Pathetic. Replaceable. "Don't do this," I said quietly to Ethan. He didn't even hesitate. He picked up the pen. And signed. Just like that. No eye contact. No pause. No care. 2 years reduced to ink on paper. Something inside me snapped. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Like a thread, finally breaking after being pulled too tight for too long. Lila signed next. Big, dramatic signature. Of course. Ryan shrugged and scribbled his name like he didn't care anymore. Then all eyes landed on me. "Don't ruin it," Lila said softly. That fake sweetness again. I should have walked away. I should have left. I should have chosen myself. But Ethan had already shown me something worse than rejection. Indifference. And I refused to be the only one holding on to something that was already gone. So I signed. Hard. Sharp. Final. Lila smiled like she just won. "You'll thank me for this," she said. She had no idea how right she was. 2 days later, Ryan texted me. Simple. "Coffee. We should talk. No games. No pressure. Just normal." I met him at a small cafe halfway between our places. Neutral ground. Safe. Or at least, safer than everything else. When he walked in, I almost didn't recognize him. Without Lila beside him, he looked different. Relaxed. Lighter. Like someone had removed a weight he'd been carrying for a long time. "This is weird, right?" he said, sitting down. "Very," I replied. We both laughed. And just like that, the awkwardness cracked. We started talking. Really talking. Not surface level. Not forced. Actual conversation. "I've been trying to leave for months," he admitted quietly. That caught me off guard. "What?" "Every time I brought it up," he continued. She turned it around. Made me feel like the bad guy. Like I owed her something. That sounded familiar. "I thought I was the problem," I said. "With Ethan. Like I was asking for too much." Ryan shook his head. "No. You were asking the wrong person." That hit deeper than I expected. We sat there for hours, laughing, comparing stories, realizing we'd both been shrinking ourselves to fit people who never made space for us. Then I asked something simple. What do you do for work? He hesitated, just for a second. I actually quit recently, he said. Oh, I nodded. Looking for something new? He smiled slightly. Not really. Pause. Then, I don't need to work anymore. I frowned. What do you mean? He leaned back, took a breath, then said it like it was nothing. I won the lottery. I blinked. You're joking. I wish, he laughed. Millions. Yeah, everything clicked at once. The calmness, the confidence, the freedom. And Lila doesn't know? I asked. He shook his head. If she did, she'd never let me go. I leaned back in my chair, stunned. My sister, the same one who called him boring, who traded him like he meant nothing, had no idea she just walked away from a millionaire. She's going to lose her mind, I said. Ryan gave a quiet smile. Yeah, and for the first time since that dinner, I didn't feel angry. I didn't feel hurt. I felt like something had just shifted, something big, because for once, Lila didn't win, and she didn't even know it yet. For a week, everything felt quiet. Too quiet. Lila didn't text, didn't call, didn't accidentally show up anywhere. And if you knew her the way I did, you'd know that silence wasn't peace. It was strategy. Meanwhile, Ryan and I fell into something I wasn't expecting. Not fast, not forced, just easy. He cooked. I sat on the counter, watching him like it was the most normal thing in the world. You're staring, he said without turning around. You're measuring pasta like it's a science experiment, I replied. It is a science. It's noodles. He laughed, and something about that sound felt safe. No performance, no pretending, no trying to impress each other. Just two people, finally able to breathe. You know what I like about you, he said one night. What? I asked. You don't try to be someone else. I blinked. That was new. With Lila, he continued, everything felt like a show. Every conversation, every outing, it was all about how things looked. I nodded slowly. Yeah, that sounds like her. But with you, he said, looking at me properly, it just feels real. No one had ever said that to me before. Not once. And somewhere in that moment, I realized something dangerous. I wasn't pretending anymore either. That's when everything changed. Because right when things started to feel right, Lila came back. Our first real date. A small restaurant Ryan loved. Quiet, warm lighting, peaceful. Until, oh wow, what a coincidence. I didn't even need to turn around. I knew that voice. Lila. Perfect makeup, perfect smile, perfect timing. Mind if I join? She asked. Yes, I said immediately. No, Ryan added calmly. She pulled out a chair anyway. I'm just looking out for you, she said, placing her purse down like she belonged there. For us? I asked. No, she smiled sweetly. For him. Ryan didn't react, but I saw his jaw tighten. You shouldn't rush into anything, she continued, eyes locked on him. Rebound relationships never work. This isn't a rebound, Ryan said quietly. Oh please, she laughed softly. She's just upset. You're just convenient. That was it. Ryan stood up, dropped money on the table, took my hand. We're leaving. We walked out without looking back. And that should have been the end of it. But it wasn't. She showed up again, and again, and again. Coffee shop, movie theater, bookstore. Every time. Same act. Same fake concern. Same subtle attacks. She moves on fast, you know. She gets attached quickly. She doesn't always make the best decisions. She wasn't trying to win him back. Not directly. She was trying to make him doubt me. When that didn't work, she changed tactics. Suddenly, my phone exploded. Family messages. Calls. Concern. Judgment. Is it true you manipulated your sister? Why are you being so cruel? She's really struggling. I stared at my screen, disbelief turning into something colder. She's rewriting everything, I said to Ryan. She's good at that, he replied. She's telling people I planned this, I continued. That I knew about the money. Ryan shook his head. You didn't even want this. I know that, I said quietly. But she doesn't need truth. She just needs a story people will believe. He reached over, gently taking my phone and placing it face down. Then stop letting her control the narrative in your head. That hit harder than anything else. Because he was right. That night, Lila called. I shouldn't have answered, but I did. So this is what you're doing, she said, voice cold now. No sweetness. What do you want, Lila? You're choosing him over me. I closed my eyes. No, you chose this. All of it. He was mine, she snapped. I almost laughed. You gave him away, I said. Signed it, smiled about it. Silence. Then, you're going to regret this. Click. And just like that, she disappeared again. This time, for real. No texts, no calls, no ambushes. A full week of silence. You think she's done? Ryan asked one night. No, I said immediately. She never stops. She just waits. And I was right, because a few days later, she texted. 6 words. Can we talk? Coffee tomorrow. Simple. Calm. Suspicious. I almost said no, but something told me this wasn't over. So I went. She was already there. No makeup. Hair tied back. No performance. It felt wrong. I wanted to apologize, she said. I didn't respond. For everything, she continued. The dates. The family. The pressure. I studied her face carefully, looking for cracks. For signs. For truth. I've made peace with it, she added. With what? I asked. You and Ryan. That sentence. Sat wrong. Too easy. Too clean. Enjoy it while it lasts, she said softly. There it was. That feeling again. Like something was coming. Something bad. I left that cafe with one thought in my head. This wasn't over. And I was right, because 3 nights later, my phone rang at 2 a.m., and everything changed. Bailey, she sobbed. But this time, it wasn't fake. I messed up, she cried. I messed up so bad. My stomach dropped. What happened? Silence. Shaky breathing. Then, I slept with Ethan. Everything inside me went still. When? I asked. A few days ago. Of course. Of course she did. But then she said something worse. After he told me something, I sat up. What? Her voice broke completely. He has something, a disease, he knew before, and didn't tell me. The room started spinning. Because suddenly, everything clicked. 2 days before that dinner, I had been with Ethan. And now, I didn't know what that meant. I think I might have it, she whispered. Silence filled the line. Then reality hit. If he knew before, I said slowly. Then I was exposed too. She stopped breathing. Oh my God. And just like that, this wasn't her problem anymore. It was mine too. I'm getting tested, I said. And for the first time, Lila had nothing to say. Because for once, this wasn't something she could manipulate. This was real. And for the first time in her life, she couldn't control the outcome. That's how long it took for everything to fall apart. We all stood there, waiting for results that could change our lives forever. When my phone finally rang, my hands were shaking. Negative. I was safe. Mason too. For a moment, everything went quiet. Like the universe had hit pause. Then we went to my parents' house. And that's where karma finished the story. My sister was already there. Pale. Shaking. Eyes red like she hadn't slept. No drama this time. No fake confidence. Just fear. Then she said it. I'm positive. The room went silent. My mom broke down. My dad couldn't even look at her. And for the first time in her life, my sister had no control. No charm. No manipulation. No way out. Just consequences. She started crying, not loudly this time, but the kind of crying that comes from deep regret. I ruined everything, she whispered. And she wasn't wrong. She lost the man who truly cared for her. She destroyed her own relationship. She betrayed her own sister. All for something temporary. All for excitement. And what did she get in return? Pain. Regret. And a reality she couldn't escape. Then she finally admitted the truth. She had been talking to my boyfriend before the swap. Planning it. Manipulating everything. The whole thing wasn't an accident. It was a setup. That's when I realized something. She didn't lose because of bad luck. She lost because of who she chose to be. I looked at her, really looked at her. And I didn't feel anger anymore. Just nothing. Because sometimes, karma doesn't need your help. It handles everything on its own. I took Mason's hand and walked out. No yelling. No drama. Just peace. Because in the end, I didn't lose anything. I lost a man who didn't value me. And a sister who never truly respected me. But I gained something better. Someone who chose me. Without hesitation. And a life that finally felt calm, real, and mine. So yeah, I meant it when I said it. I'm glad my sister messed around with my boyfriend. Because if she hadn't, I would have never found out who they really were. And I would have never found someone better.